Morning, folks. So the other day, I said about 500 cubes short, and I'm pretty much spot on the money, I think. So we've done up to this corner here now. That's pretty much we've done 92 trucks yesterday and today, and we're pretty much spot on, apart from that point right over the back there. So that point over there, I'll run you over there and show you, it's a little bit low. So we've got about 8 truckloads left to make the 100. We're pretty much spot on through here. We've got a little bit over that corner there. It's you remember me talking about the beans and all that sort of stuff where the chook pen was going to go. Here's one of the security detail having a nap. So a little bit shallow through here, down that point here, and then it drops off just here, as you can see, in that little area there. So basically that's what we've got left to do to level it, well, to get it to the height we want, and we can work with it. But everything else, by the looks of it, is pretty damn good. Old mate on this tractor, he's not bloody bad, I'll give him that, for just like a little bloody pusher on the front. He does a bloody good job. I was having a yak to him yesterday through me missus, and he's got a tiller. Check this old beast out, mate. What a rocket. 8 power steering. Just old school Hino. Blows a bit of smoke, but she gets the job done. But yeah, I think we're pretty much on song. I think we've pretty much got it down pat. You did a bloody good job through here. Yes, they lifted it all up. So that bottom marks the level that we've got to come up to. We still might be able to, remember I was talking about putting those stairs in, we still might be able to just put a ramp in here, so just ramp it up. I was worried about the old boy smashing his roof on the top of that as he's coming through with his car, but we'll see how things go. He's pretty happy with what, with wherever he parks, but Brendan Throws, he bloody did a good job on this yesterday. We sheeted all this yesterday afternoon. Oh, should I say they sheeted it? I was the one passing the sheets up. But yeah, he just decided, no, we're going to build this. So he built that. We've put the electrics through this morning. Got a light in there and whatever else. But yeah, so she is looking rather good. So I found out this morning, I actually got my driver's license yesterday, so that was a bonus. But now I'm trying to get this Type A visa. And I'm having a bit of a drama with it. Well, not really a drama, it's just we've gone to immigration up here, fantastic, man. They're absolutely champion people. But the municipality building, or whatever you want to call it, they didn't give the missus all the information, so we've been back there about bloody 4 times. Then we spoke to their boss yesterday, and she said, righto, you got to get hold of this joint in Ubon Ratchathani. So Mrs. rang them this morning and had a yak, and we've got the marriage certificate translated before, and so it turns out now I've got to get my birth certificate done. I think that's got to be translated, and then if I remember right, it's got to be translated. And then what we've got to do is we've got to go all the way to Bangkok. We've got to get it certified. So now we've had to book return airfares from Ubon down to Bangkok. We're going to spend a couple of nights down there and have a look for a car while we're down there as well. But it was a pain in the ass. If they told us this before we come up here, we would have spent the extra few nights in Bangers. It would have saved us about bloody $450 in airfares. The airfares this time of the year aren't bloody cheap because it's high season, and they just charge like a wounded bloody bull. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. We've got to go down and get that done, get it certified, then we can come back. We'll go and see that municipality building or whatever it's called, the one we've been 4 times. Take it back to them, give them the certification, Then the also the document that's been converted to Thai, or documents that have been converted to Thai, and then we get to go over to immigration, and we'll get that visa sorted. That's the non-A visa, retirement visa, and then once that gives me 90 days, check-in of 90 days, and then once we finish that off, we're going to upgrade to a marriage visa, but you have to get the non-A first apparently. So I know it sounds a little bit backwards, and it probably is, truth be known, but that's what we need to do. That's what we've got to do. So bit of a full-on start to my long service leave, but that's life. So yeah, we should be able to go pick up the motorbike. I've ordered a motorbike, so I'll pick myself up a Forza. Probably a bit bigger than you need around the city, but because we're out here, we do travel a few k's. I wanted to go a bit upgrade on the power rather than. I mean, we've got a Honda Wave, and that gets us around here, and we can zip down to the local shop, which is 500 metres away, and pick up some ice and all the rest of the stuff and whatever else you need. But yeah, the Forza is going to be. We'll just keep that for when we want to go for a spin, or if I get bored or something. I'm sitting up here and just say to the missus, look, I'm going to see my mate down in Bangsaray or something. I'll just jump on the bike. If it takes me 2 days to get down there, so be it. Go for a bit of a spin. And I sold my other bike when I was in Australia. I had a beautiful 08 Softail Deluxe, lovely bike. I sold that before I come up here, and so always knew I'd get another bike, but I don't want to get another Harley up here. They're so overpriced, and yeah, you don't really need. Well, it depends if you want to go cruising around. I suppose it'd be a good bike. Get yourself a Street Glide or a Road Glide or something like that, mate. Or even a Heritage if you can afford it. But they do command a hefty price, mate. So yeah, the Forza, I think that cost me when I changed the money, it was about $7,000 or something. I think it was something like that, Aussie, if I remember rightly, 7 and a bit. But brand new bike, so, and we're going to go down and chase a Fortuner. I want to try and get a 2.8, but so I found out. I went to the local Toyota dealer up here, and they said you have to order the 2.8s. And I'm like, oh, okay, what's the go with that? Anyway, when we sort of went home, I sat down with the missus and we were having a beer. She said, no, it's because 99.9% of the people up here don't get the 2.8. But anyway, about another 7 more truckloads. And I think we'll just push all this area in here. So just push all that in. And a little bit over there. And I think this guy will be done for the day. And he'll be off to his new job, whatever he's got next. But it's pretty good, I get the tractor, so that guy there on the tractor, all his fuel, him for the day or for how long ever it takes. And you'll probably say, oh, that's a bit much to be paid, but I'm getting charged 200 baht a load. I think normally it's about 160 or 170 or something. But for the tractor as well, you round it out at 200 a load. So we're looking at 20,000 baht to just finish this off. So what's that? Just shy of $1,000 Aussie at the moment. Use American people, man, that's only about $600 for you guys. Not even that, which is bloody gold. I wish we could go back to the 2008 days where I was getting 33. It was bloody brilliant. But we're lucky to be pushing 21 at the moment, which is unfortunate, but that's life. Still 21% on top of your coin, so you can't really scream at it, I suppose. Yeah, so here we are. It's done. Just about finished. We've made a decision. We're going to push that. I was talking to you yesterday. We're going to push that road, or that new driveway, right through here. So it's just going to go straight down the side, left of that banana tree down the bottom there. And just straight through here, well, it's not really a main road, it's a gravel bloody road, but off the road that comes down past the farm. So where the bro's walking now out there, so where he's walking now, that's where the where the main car will be parked, and then there'll be one parked to the left of him as well. So we're going to keep this in place. Probably knock that branch off there, I would think, just to give us a bit more room. And I'll take me mango. I'm happy about that. And then this big bastard here, this big tree here, the old boy says he wants to knock it down. And I said, why? It's a bloody beautiful tree. And he said, apparently he wants to mill it up and make me a table. So I said, oh, okay, so what about, I remember my first video, I said there was some wood out the back, and he said, no, it's no good. But he reckons this wood here is absolutely stunning. So it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. But we've got to wait for this wind to drop down. As I said, the wind just doesn't stop, mate. It's been blowing since we got here. They decided to take those kites down, so that the musical tune kites had disappeared. So I think they've pulled them down during the last day or so. Across here anyway, out there and up there. So yeah, we'll come down the quote on that and give me a price, and I'm hoping I can get out of it for about 20k Aussie, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll let you know what the quote comes in. You said Ping will be here on Sunday. He's bringing the guys for the wall and that, so they can come and have a look and get a feel for the job. And yeah, I'll let you know what it's actually going to set me back. I'll see if I was far off the mark on 20k Aussie. Hopefully I'm not, because all these bills are mounting up, and we haven't even kicked the house off yet. So, rightio. So there's that pole driver machine I was telling you about. Just got that massive hammer up there. I just pick these up on the old winch. Obviously got a plan where they got to put them, whack them into place, swing it over, and just start smashing them into the ground. So I'll show you in a minute. We got that little box up there that just caps over the top of it. And there, just obviously swings inside. That goes over the top. And then that great bloody hammer comes smashing down on top of that and just drives them into the ground. So he reckons 2 days to do 49 of them. He's already done, what has he done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's already done one of the big ones, I think, and about 4 or 5 of the other ones. So he's not messing around. He's getting into it. So we'll just check this out and see how long he takes to do it. Otherwise, I don't want you sitting there getting bored. But you see that little red peg he's got down there? Oh, it's behind his foot, but there's a little red peg on the ground there. Right there, you can see it now. He's sitting on top of it. So that's the pegs I was showing you about the a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, but yeah, this is what he's going to do. Gets it all in place. Squares her up. Pushing it down at the moment, just tapping it in. There you go, like this. And it just drives it down into the bedrock, or drives it down to the bedrock, shall I say. And that's obviously part of the foundations for the house. And then the Rio cage that we were bending up yesterday, yeah, that obviously encapsulates it, and then they pour the concrete over the top, locks it all in, and yeah, then you start building off that. Well, this thing's crazy, man. It's just an old, it's either an old excavator bottom or a dozer bottom, and yeah, he's just built this machine around it with hydraulic rams for stability, obviously, and just getting it over a little bit more by the looks of it. Yep, he's happy with that, he reckons. Shit on. Yep, there's his square mark, the old stick. Has to work. That's the builder, so that's me builder there, Ping with a fancy hat on. Yeah, good lad. Yeah, and they just smash this thing into the ground. Checking for level. Bring it back a bit. Bit more, bit more. Ping's good, mate. He's anal. He's so good. And yeah, away you go. Then once they get them in, I'll show you these cages that we were building, banding up yesterday. So, bent them all up by hand. There's nothing done by machine. It's all done by this jig. So, these are the cages over here. So this is the finished product. So then they bent all these cages up out of this Rio bar. And then, yeah. So we've got 49 of them to make up. And they've got to make them up by hand. So they get this. They grab a piece of this. They whack it in here to that line. And then old mate here, who's as strong as an ox, I tell you, he's stronger than me and probably older than me, whacks this on it, on the end here, and just reefs it around until it goes 9 degrees, and then takes it out, spins it around, does it again, throws it on the pile, and they end up like this. So they end up looking like that. That there, and that there. And I tell you what, it's pretty damn straight. It's not bad. This young fella's just had a baby. His missus has just had a baby. It's literally 1 month old. And they're living in the camp over there. And one of the other guys' missus is pregnant. We found out yesterday she's 4 months pregnant, mate. They're strong as, mate. This is their life. They live in these camps. And, yeah, they just travel from job to job. And that's their living, mate, you know. And I'll never complain about having to work bloody night shift again. I'll give you the tip. Because these poor fellas and the girls, man, as I said, that's their camp over there under the trees that they made up the other day. So they're staying here for the next one until the job's completed. Yeah. But yeah, I thought I'd show you this. Things are starting to happen. We'll have the monk from Royette. The top monk's coming over. Dad goes over there and he works on the temple. So we all went over the other week and we asked him to come over and bless the house. So he said, yep, he'll do that. So he's going to come over and do so. He'll be here on the 23rd. So we'll get some more. But this is what it's going to be like for the next 2 days, just doing this. Anyway, legends, you have a good day. I'm enjoying my long service leave. And yeah, loving life. See you guys.